Dude, did you see this Elon shit? Can I just tell you? So Elon's just being a goober. Look at this shit. He's been on a rant about poverty, okay? But look at this shit. Elon predicts AI and robots will make work optional and end poverty. Okay, this is his thing. He was giving some speech, but look at his timeline here. He says in 10 to 20 years, work will be optional due to the rise of AI. Yeah, Elon Musk, poverty expert, guys. Now, let's watch this clip and then make some comments, okay? I have some thoughts here. Oh my God, do I have some thoughts. Dude, remember, this is the same guy who said we were gonna have fully automated taxis by like 2018 and flying cars. Remember the flying cars? Like, oh yeah, like they can't even manage the airspace with planes, right? Like they can't even keep a goddamn plane in the air with all the quality air traffic controllers, much less if the sky is just filled with cars, bro. Dude, watch this clip though. Look at him though. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Look at the hair plugs, dude. Dude, homie, like every time I see him, every time I see Elon's face, you know what I think of, guys? For whatever reason, when I see Elon's face, I just think of the word crowbar. I don't know why. I don't know why, but every time I see his face, I just think of the word crowbar. Dude, I don't know. And then all of a sudden I start thinking, yeah, I don't know. Something about that word just feels right when I see his face, dude. Crowbar. And then I start thinking about baseball and fucking, right? You see it, don't you? You can just feel the vibes.
And if you go out long enough, assuming there's a continued improvement in AI and robotics, which this seems likely, the money will stop being relevant at some point in the future.
Now, guys, let me just say, I want to pause right there because let's process for the fact that a guy who is trying to convince the board of his company and, you know, Americans who are living paycheck to paycheck and can barely survive, that he alone deserves a $1 trillion valuation because of his company that's got sales are down actually, but he still thinks he deserves a $1 trillion valuation. But he's telling us how, you know, money's just not going to be important pretty soon in the future. You know, don't worry about it. Oh, by the way, I'm going to quickly extract $1 trillion out of you guys before money becomes unimportant. I'm going to go ahead and extract $1 trillion. And then as soon as I take the $1 trillion out, I'll be like, all right, guys, money's no longer important. It's like, no shit, because you took it all. So we don't have any. It's hard for something to be important when you don't have any, right? Ferraris aren't important, dude, because I don't fucking have any. You know? Dude, what the fuck, bro? Dude, this guy pisses me off, bro. Crowbar.
And if you go out long enough, assuming there's a continued improvement in AI and robotics, which this seems likely, the money will stop being relevant at some point in the future. Now, there will still be constraints on power, like electricity and mass. The fundamental physics elements will still be constraints. But I think at some point, currency becomes irrelevant.
Jensen, any thoughts?
By the way, the NVIDIA earnings call is later today.
And by the way, since currency is relevant.
Cheers.
Elon just wants to share with you some breaking news. You are listening to share some breaking news.
Dude, how fucking awkward is this? First off, dude, look at the plugs, bro. You see the plugs? Like, you can totally see this top piece is like a chia head that has been lowered down and sewn into his fucking dome, bro. You can see the dividing line, bro, right there for his plugs. But all right, money's gonna be irrelevant. Dude, I'm not buying this. How are we gonna buy a house? How are you going to buy a car? How are the rich people gonna be able to let everybody else know that they're rich? I mean, dude, this guy, Elon, teases a flying car. He hopes to unveil a prototype before the year ends of a flying car. Dude, all right, you got a month, bro. I really don't think that's happening. Every fucking year he comes out with something, okay? Flying Tesla for 2025. Oh, here we go. Here's a list of predictions for autonomous Tesla vehicles made by Elon Musk. Dude, it's so funny, bro. Like every year, he's just like, let me tell you what's happening, dude. But look at all these. I'm not going to go through and read them all, but look at how every single one of these is a no, okay? Of this entire list, he's had one yes, okay? He's had a couple of sort ofs where part of his objective was made, but every other prediction, okay, was a no, a no, a no, a no. Let's look at a group of Elon's predictions now that we know money's going to be irrelevant. He said COVID was dumb and there would be 0 new cases by the end of April. Okay, dude, he kind of overshot that one. 0 new cases by April of 2020. We ended up with 8 million dead. All right, so he was a little off, okay? Musk predicted a manned voyage to Mars by 2024, arrive in 2025. He said this in 2016, all right? He may wake up and think he's on Mars after 16 bumps of ketamine, right? But the rest of us are well aware that we're not on Mars. Okay, so that one failed. He promised 1 million self-driving robo-taxis on the road by 2020. That was not met. And in fact, there's not even a technology for a full-service robo-taxi yet. In 2013, he said the Hyperloop train would be ready in several years, and that just got completely abandoned. And then Neuralink. He predicted as far back as 2020 that Neuralink would begin human trials for the brain chip of controlling devices. And they are like vastly delayed. But now he says money's going to be irrelevant. Okay, will be optional. Okay. And here's what he says too. He says it's going to be because of AI and humanoid robots, chips for brains. Dude, let's go. Watch this one. You ready? Here we go. Here's why. Dude, again, focus on the chia. Okay? The chia head is great. Dude, this guy can't even hug his trans daughter. He's never getting to Mars. I mean, no offense, but if you have a trans daughter and you can't go give her a hug and like hang out and you know, hear about her day, you're not making it to Mars, okay? And his daughter's cool, man. Vivian's amazing, bro. And it's like, dude, you can't even talk to your trans daughter and give her a hug and hear about her day. You're never making it to Mars, bro. Seriously, you're not. All you're going to be good at is extracting wealth and being a fucking dink, okay? You don't have what it takes for interplanetary travel.
But AI and humanoid robots will actually eliminate poverty. And Tesla won't be the only one that makes them. I think Tesla will pioneer this, but there will be many other companies that make humanoid robots. But there is only basically one way to make everyone wealthy, and that is AI and robotics.
To make everyone wealthy, but how does he figure? You notice he doesn't tell us how we're going to get wealthy, but can I just tell you guys? You ready? Let me float something by here for you, okay? About how, check this out, right? Think about this. Think about this, guys. Right now, poverty only exists because there's a bunch of people that have money and sort of have money. So you have like the wealthy, you have these people in the middle, and then you have poverty. But if 100 people have all the resources and everybody else has nothing, there's no poverty, right? Because now poverty is just everybody. And I'm pretty sure that is what he means. They're right. Everybody's going to be wealthy because they're going to call poverty wealthy. Right? You know, poverty becomes the new wealthy. Dude, it is so dumb, bro. You want to see what my take is on it, guys? And I'm telling you right now, the take I am about to show you, I am not wrong, because I feel like the word poverty is misused, guys. Okay, we have these like thresholds for poverty, but I'm redefining poverty right now. Right now, and I am right. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what data points say. It's right here, guys. It's right here, dude. Every single person living paycheck to paycheck is living in poverty. And that's a fact, okay? If you are living paycheck to paycheck, right? If you're living paycheck to paycheck where you miss a paycheck and your life starts to fucking fall apart, you are living in fucking poverty. That's it. Everybody. It's not like people who are living on 10 grand a year or eating out of a fucking garbage can. If you are living paycheck to paycheck and you're surviving via debt, via credit cards, you're in poverty. You know? And that's factual, okay? That's like most everybody. Because this idea that if you're living paycheck to paycheck, that you're like doing well, you are not, okay? You are not. And so we need to redefine fucking poverty, because the current description of poverty is like people who make, 12 grand a year, which is ridiculous. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.